as the push for reforms intensifies with the nation's youngest population. My name is Brian Amwai. This is K24 Newscast, and we have our reporter stations in different parts of the country and the city to bring you up to date with today's developments. But first, top stories this hour. On Newscut, anti-government demos kick off in various parts of the country, with youth engaging police in running battles. Most business remain shut in Nairobi CBD over fears of infiltration of Gen Z demos by goons. 19 cabinet secretaries sworn in as part of President William Ruto's broad-based government. All right, we are live across all our social media platforms. Let's begin with today's developments. Now, President William Ruto has today morning presided over the swearing-in of 19 new cabinet secretaries in an event held at State House, Nairobi. Now, the swearing-in ceremony was also attended by senior state officials and the family of the new CSs. Now, the first to take his oath of office was Interior and National Administration CS Kithure Kindiki. The president gazetted the appointment on Wednesday after they were approved by the National Assembly. Soy Langat, who was nominated to fill the gender docket, was rejected by the National Assembly, which adopted the appointments committee report.
As champions of the nation's development agenda, you will be team players, servants. Let me repeat that. You will be team players, servant leaders, faithful trustees, and effective stewards of the people's interest and dependable custodians of their resources. I am confident that each one of you has what it takes to deliver on your mandate and to satisfy the people's expectations. This is important because henceforth, the terms of our contract with the people will remain in sharp focus. We have no choice but to keep our part of it. The privilege to serve in positions of such high responsibility has come to you with an immense duty to do everything in your power to ensure that Kenyans receive the best services from the government efficiently, without discrimination, and without delay. I urge you, therefore, ladies and gentlemen, members of my cabinet, to go forth and from this day focus on delivery and dedicate your time and effort to the implementation of the various strategies, programs, and projects that the nation's transformation demand. I encourage you to make the people of Kenya your first and only priority, and to never let your own interests come in the way of your duties. I give you my assurance of my full support in discharging your mandate and in executing a reimagined and catalyzed transformation agenda. I have already given my undertaking to be the foremost steward of public resources and embrace my accountability for its proper use. Therefore, it is important to make it clear that my support for you ends if it conflicts with my accountability to the people of Kenya. Let us therefore work together in doing the right thing, and we collectively will be assured of success. I pray that the Almighty God grants you strength, wisdom, clarity, and focus as you assume office, and wish you success in your new assignment.
All right, now that is President William Ruto, of course, today early in the morning during the swearing in of the cabinet secretaries. Let's also still on that. Now, the head of state, that is President William Ruto, has outlined 10 key areas his newly restructured cabinet will focus on to ensure they deliver on their mandate. Among this, the president says that his government will be going forward to facilitate investigations of corruption cases through amendments of statutes such as the Evidence Act and initiate a framework to make the VAT refund process open, transparent and accountable. Let's listen in to what he had to say.
Cabinet shall introduce a legal and institutional framework for mandatory and continuous vetting of all public officers. The same framework will provide the repository for wealth declaration across the entire of government under one office. In addition, we shall facilitate expeditious investigation and prosecution of all offenses related to corruption and economic crimes through amendment of the relevant statutes, including the Evidence Act, the Criminal Procedures Code, and provide for their determination of all cases within 6 months. We believe that our war on corruption will be significantly boosted by measures to make it easier and safer for citizens and whistleblowers to come forward and report corruption and economic crimes. And for this reason, the reconstituted cabinet shall consider relevant amendments to the Witness Protection Act to enhance appropriate incentives and forward the same to Parliament. Further, as I indicated in my earlier address, I have engaged with the parliamentary leadership with a view to expediting the enactment of the Conflict of Interest Bill and expressed my determination to sign a robust, effective instrument into law in due course. I further reiterate my determination to make full use of the opportunities within our legal and institutional structures and systems to consult and collaborate with national justice, law, and order institutions with a view to promoting their efficiency and efficacy in expeditious and conclusive investigations of all active cases within a framework that we are going to agree on.
Now, away from that, Principal Secretary for Foreign Affairs, that is Abraham Korir Singoe, has confirmed that one police officer in Haiti has been shot and injured and is receiving treatment. Now, speaking in Nairobi, Singoe says the police who have been injured during the operation are continuing to recuperate, and efforts are ongoing to take back the hospital and to the hospital and the airport. Now, the government is further planning to hold a peace concert dubbed Harmony for Haiti Concert and Cultural Festival, scheduled to take place on the 20th of this month.
There was a situation in which they encountered one of the gangs, and one of them was shot. This corporal and very senior member of the deployment was injured, but was flown to a specialized hospital because under the framework that we have a very detailed framework for managing those who may be injured, because as you know, this is a deployment, it can happen, and therefore you must ensure that you have facilities for being able to take care of the injured. And so our soldier, our police officer is in good hands. He's actually recovered already.
As you've all seen, there's been a lot of work that has been done on the ground, and the Haitian people are really accepting our police forces there. So we, as a Pan-African civil society, are ready to work with the Haitian people, even those who are here, and all the other people. So thank you, and please do feel welcome to join us on the 24th of this month at Uhuru Gardens.
All right, and still, like I said earlier, we have our reporters in different parts of the country and also the city to bring us up to date with what is happening as far as the Nane protests are concerned. And right now, I want us to join Ian Keitani, who is in Githurai, to bring us up to date with what is happening on that particular front. Keitani, what is the latest as far as the Nane protests are concerned, especially where you are at the moment?
Well, thank you very much, Brian Amwai. I am in Githurai, right here along Thika Road, and the situation is a bit calm despite the heavy contingent of police officers present at this particular road. And just to be clear is that the police had sort of barricaded the road leading to the central business district, and to be specific, only public service vehicles were denied entry into, of course, the road leading to the CBD. They were told to go back to where they were coming from, and only private vehicles were let to go through. Now, it is worth noting that just around the roundabout here in Githurai, there are a number of youth who are in that particular area. Most of them are seated just across the road, and if my camera person can just give you a clear view, there are a number of youth who are along the road. We don't know what they're waiting for, but we've seen them playing some bit of football right here. We've seen boda operators around here, just, you know, along the road. Some are passing, some are just, you know, seated on their motorbikes. We don't know clearly what they're waiting for, but we spoke to a number of the youth before, and they told us they wanted to go to the central business district, but owing to the fact that the police are denying public service vehicles, you know, entry to the road leading to the central business district, then they have been stranded here. But some of them are saying they will, of course, walk all the way to the CBD. But before I continue, I just want to engage a youth here who will tell us what the situation has been and how things have been here. Maybe your name and hali imekuwa gani hapa kutoka asubuhi?
Yeah, I'm Stinya actually. Mimi ni mkazi wa hapa hivi. Actually today mbona tumekuwa calm, we don't have a kwa violent, lakini there's been a heavy deployment of police officers. They have barricaded everywhere, huko mbele, huko nyuma, hata hatuna player kucheza. So na tena wanarudisha watu wenye wanaenda town, wanarudisha kwenda nyuma, which is not good because watu wanaenda biashara zao. But today we are just peaceful actually. We are here with friends, mnaona people are happy playing. So I want just to tell the government that we are not violent, we are peaceful. They should just give in to our demands. Pia na sisi tutawaka na wao na hata cost mambo kama hii. Yeah, so my friend anga hapa
before I engage him, umesema your demands. So what are some of your demands kama vijana?
You know, our demands is ukisema mambo employment lazima ukue real, yeah? Uemployer wase. You know, useme employment unaenda nyasini, unaona? Ukisema you want to do this something for the youth, you have to do for them. Usisema alafu unaenda nyasini. You know, youths hapa hatuna kazi, hatuna nini, alafu una expect sisi tuendelee ku give into our demands. You expect that mkiendelea ku increase those nini, yeah, commodity of living and everything, survive hatuna pesa. Yeah, so they should just elewa us, yeah. Yeah, but of course they should, you know, give into our demands. That's what we demand. Watu elewe na tupe pesa ndo to give into the taxes and everything.
Okay, thank you very much. Labda you tell us your name and then what message do you have for you know, President William Ruto?
Yeah, I'm DJ Captain hapa. Msanii nini. Kitu yenye nafaa kuambia Ruto kama minister, panga tu mayut. Unaona mayut ndo wako tu hapa nje. Wengi wamesoma, wako na vitu mobo na za do. Tuko K24 live whatever kwa media. So bwana Ruto, hatuna noma. Tufikirie pia sisi bana. Mayutu wanalia.
Well, Amway, just like you can hear them say, they're saying they want President William Ruto to create employment for them. It is worth noting that this particular morning, the 19 CSs who were approved by the National Assembly were sworn in at State House, Nairobi. And just to be clear again, we were along a very load this particular morning, and as well along Langata Road and Jogoo Road, and the situation was calm as much as there were, you know, few vehicles applying those particular routes. And I don't know if my camera person can just show you what is happening. Kidogo tu, if my camera person can show you what is happening. Come to songa tafadhali, kidogo tu. If my camera person can show you what is happening behind there, we've seen police officers just trying to barricade and preventing the public service vehicles which are plying this particular route to the central business district not to pass. So this has been the situation. We've had reports of this being the situation across various routes right here in the Capital. Police are trying to ensure that those public service vehicles which are probably carrying people perceived, according to the police, perceived to be going to engage in the anti-government demonstrations within the Central Business District from getting to the Central Business District. Remember, one of the things that the Gen Z protesters said they will do this particular day is, of course, demonstrate, and some of them are talking about going all the way to State House, Nairobi. But we were there early in the morning, and we were denied even, to sort of pitch tent over there by the police officers who are there citing orders from their bosses not to allow anybody, even media practitioners and, journalists to be at that particular venue. So we'll be, of course, continuing to pitch tent across various parts, various roads leading to the Central Business District right here in Nairobi. We'll be going to Waiyaki just to give you a clear glimpse of what is happening across the city of Nairobi. We've also seen a few minutes ago there was a police a chopper, to be specific, that was sort of surveilling the area just to, of course, help the police who are on ground. So Amoy, that is the situation. We'll be coming back to you later on.
All right, Ian Ketani, thank you so much for that report. Of course, the youth in Githurai is saying the president just listened to them in as far as their issues are concerned, the issues to do with the employment where they're raising. And of course, we continue the coverage here as far as the protests are concerned, the Nane protests, of course, on this particular day. Reporters in different parts of the city, making sure that we are updated and you know exactly how the situation is on the ground. I do want to take a break. When we come back, we'll be taking a look at different parts of the city and how they're looking at, as far as protests are concerned, whether there's business as usual or people have already started, protesting. All right.